Welcome back to my channel, Reese TV. Hope everyone's having a blessed morning and has a productive day. This is my match preview for the Arsenal vs Liverpool Super Sunday top of the table clash. What can I say? First of all, big game. Obviously, coming off the back of Liverpool beating Chelsea in a classic, close encounter, but two good football teams going at it. Obviously, during the week, we just about got past RB Leipzig, had a few chances where we should have killed the game, got robbed of a penalty. But you already know the story of VAR and referees. Not really going to get into that, but you know where I stand on that. Arsenal obviously coming off the back of a bad loss against Bournemouth. Obviously got put down to 10 men, a game they should have won. But like I always say, every game in the Premier League, you got to earn it. You got to really try and play well. If not play well, you're definitely going to have to work hard. If you think you're just going to turn a team over because you're better than them on paper, yeah, that makes sense. But things don't always go according to plan. This is a massive game. It's only it's only like the 10th or 11th Premier League fixture, I think. So it's still early in the title race, but Arsenal 4 points behind Liverpool. So the ascendancy is on them. They kind of have to win, if not get a draw, because if they go 7 points behind, wouldn't say the title race is over because it's never over, but the odds are firmly against Arsenal because the way we're playing at the minute, even though we're not battering teams, we look very efficient. We're defending really well as a team. We're hard to break down. Slot keeps adjusting tactics to stop teams, like how we found a way to stop Palmer and that stopped the creativity from Chelsea. But I do believe with Arsenal's injuries, without the injuries, I would have said Arsenal were heavy favourites. But obviously, Odegaard's out. Calafiori got injured during the week. Saka may or may not be out. Obviously, Arteta's playing a bit of mind games at the minute. But I do believe he's desperate. So I do think, even though Saka won't be 100% fit, I do think Saka's going to play because he knows he has to play him. And obviously, he's been saying a few things in the press conference that Arsenal will be flying. So he's definitely trying to do mind games like he's Pep, which I can understand. He's trying to do mind games because he's under a bit of pressure. He knows he has to go for the game. But it will be tricky because, like I said, you're not playing against Klopp Liverpool where it's just gun-ho in every game and we play attacking football and it doesn't matter whose ground we're at, whether it's Arsenal's, Man City's, United's, Tottenham's. Klopp would just set out our team that we're better than you attacking and kind of leave us a bit open defensively on the transition, whereas Slot is much more tactical. And that ain't no shade at Klopp because Klopp was a phenomenal manager. We already know what he's won for Liverpool, best manager in my lifetime, and allowed me to see Liverpool win the Premier League in the modern era. But back to Slot, obviously he's a bit more tactical. His tactics and football is more possession based. It's about keeping the ball, taking the sting out of the game, attacking in moments, and kind of allowing teams to come onto us to see, a bit like a chess match, allowing teams to come onto us to see what their game plan is, what kind of attacks they have up their sleeve. So it's going to be a fascinating chess match, another fascinating game I'm really looking forward to. But I do think, due to the injuries Arsenal have, how can I not forget Timber, I think, is injured as well. So that's Timber, Calafiori, Odegaard, and potentially Saka. But you heard it here first. I do believe Saka is going to play because I do think it's a big game. And I think the pressure's on Arteta. But I also feel because of the injuries, I do think Arsenal are there for the taking. So I'll be very disappointed if Liverpool don't pick up the win. They're like a wounded animal, so to speak. So they will be dangerous, but they're there to be attacked. They're there to be exploited, so to speak. So my match, in terms of who I think is going to play, I think we're going to keep the same kind of team. So I think Kelleher in goal because Alisson's injured, Trent at right back, Konate right centre back, Van Dijk left centre back. I would play Gomez at left back or Simicast because I do think Robinson needs a rest and he is declining, like I have said previously. But I do think Robinson's going to play. But I think defensively, in case Saka cuts in on his left side, if we play Gomez left back, he is traditionally a right back / centre back, and he's right footed. He will kind of be prepared for Saka to cut in on his left. In terms of Tsimikas, I know he's decent defending. He's not everyone's cup of tea, so to speak, defending. But in terms of going forward in this kind of game where you've got to keep the ball, you've got to be brave on the ball, you've got to make your chances count. He's very good at crossing. He had a very good 75-minute cameo against RB Leipzig where he was cooking, produced a solid output with good corners, good crossing, taking people on, good passing. He's a lot more brave and comfortable on the ball than Robinson is. So either you go defensively if you're looking for a bit more athleticism, Gomez. But if you're looking to be a bit more brave on the ball, someone who's a bit more comfortable, try and go for Arsenal, so to speak, I would play Tsimikas. But yeah, I do think he's going to play Robinson. But I would, like I said, Tsimikas or Gomez for me at left back. McAllister and Gravenberch as the two sixes. Obviously, McAllister will, when we're on the ball, will play a bit further forward in terms of he's the playmaker, the creator, and Gravenberch is the ball carrier. I just want Gravenberch to carry on doing what he's been doing because he's been nothing short of sensational this season. A really, really top player, and now people are seeing why he was this young talent that people ranted and raved about a few years ago. Long may it continue. In the 10, I would play Curtis Jones, even though Szoboszlai had a good cameo, he played well against RB Leipzig. I would play Curtis Jones. I just think he's a bit more creative and he's also confident. I think he's a lot more confident right now. He's in his bag after his really impressive man the match performance against Chelsea. But I do think Slot's going to play Szoboszlai because he likes what he offers off the ball, the pressing, the closing down, the aggressiveness when we're in transition, when we're under attack from Arsenal in this game. So I think it will be Szoboszlai in the 10, Salah on the right. Long may it continue. He played really well against Chelsea. Played a decent game against RB Leipzig. Was a bit frustrated. He looked unhappy that he came off, but I understand why Slot took him off. He's saving him for Arsenal. Like I said, you got to rotate when you're at a big club, and I kind of want players to be unhappy when they come off. He's always kind of unhappy because he wants to play every minute, and he's not sure whether this is his last season or not at Liverpool because he hasn't signed a new deal. But yeah, Salah, I think is going to be a danger. I think for this game, similar to the Chelsea, we need our experienced players, the Virgils, the Robinsons, if Robinson plays, the Trents, the Salahs. I would have said Ali, but Ali's injured. Players that have played for Klopp in the past who knows what it takes to win these big games, knows what it takes to win a Champions League, a Premier League, all the other cups such as the FA Cup, the League Cup and whatnot, so to speak. But yeah, Salah on the right, Nunes up front. I do think Nunes is going to be bang up for this game, and he is improving ever so slightly. He looks a lot calmer on the ball. Obviously, we know what he offers off the ball, that aggression, that pressing, fighting, showing passion for every duel, because he's quite an emotional individual. He wears his heart on his sleeve. But I do think in terms of runs into the box and his movement, I think that's something Slot and the coaching staff have been working on in training. And you could see that with his goal, the goal he scored against RB Leipzig, where Salah's header looked like it was going in, but Nunes made sure by his late run into the box. So he's definitely improving. I do think he's going to be out for this game, and potentially I could see Nunes scoring as well. With Diaz and Gakpo, you could go either way because they're both really good players, but I would start with Diaz. And then in terms of scorers, who I think is going to score, I think this is going to be a close game. Could be a 1-0 to Liverpool, a 1-0 to Arsenal, or a draw, a 1-1. Potentially we could nick it, a 2-1 or a 2-0. If Saka's not playing, I think we win comfortably 2-0. I think we'll just score early and control the game and then pick them off again. But I do nevertheless still think it's going to be a tough game. Arsenal at home and they're in the ascendancy. They know they need the 3 points, but like I've said, they're there for the taking. So I think this is a massive opportunity for Liverpool to go out and make a statement. Don't play for the draw. go for the win, but obviously tactically go for the win. Chess, so to speak. So in terms of goal scorers, please let me know what you in the comments who you think is going to score for either team and what you think the score is going to be, and also let me know what team selection you would go with and what team selection you think Slot's going to pick. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel Reese TV. Have a great Friday and great weekend, people.